When shooting still photos, you have the option to crop the image in camera, which may seem a little bit silly. Why crop if you don't have to? Why not just have the entire sensor and then crop in post? After all, even if you're posting to social media, it's easy enough to crop while you're sharing it. Well, sometimes having that crop view through the viewfinder can help creatively. It can also help to guide you to make sure that you get everything you want in frame, depending on where you're posting it. The good news is, though, you're not committed to the crop that you choose. As long as you're shooting RAW+JPEG, you'll always have the ability to undo the crop. Let me show you how to set this up. Within the camera's photo menu, go to aspect ratio, and from here you have a list. Now, this is the LUMIX S1 Mark II, and so this may look different than the camera that you have, but the ratios that are available on this full-frame camera include 4:3, 3:2, and the others you see on screen. 3:2 aspect ratio is the full sensor, so this is what that 3:2 looks like. If I go in and change this to 4:3, then we're going to be cropping a little bit off of the sides. It's a slightly more square format. This is the aspect ratio that you would get if you're shooting in Micro Four Thirds. A camera like the LUMIX G9 Mark II has many of these aspect ratios, including a 3:2 aspect ratio, which is itself cropped from the 4:3 original. The next ratio is 16:9, which may be a little bit more useful for many users. This is the same aspect ratio as your standard 16:9 widescreen TV, but if you hold the camera vertically, it also is the same ratio as Instagram stories and reels. So if you want to have still photos shot for that aspect ratio and you don't want to have to think about framing, set it to 16:9 and rotate the camera. You also have a square 1:1 crop, and this 2:1 ratio is just a little bit wider than 16:9. There's 2:1, and there's 16:9. My favorite ratio, though, is 65:24. Now that is a curious number. Where did that come from? Well, it's actually an old X-Pan crop ratio, something from the film days, and I personally love it. This is super, super wide, probably not good for a lot of social media, but I just love the ratio. Now, as I said, as long as you're shooting RAW+JPEG, you're not committed to the crop. The RAW photo will always contain the entire sensor information. Depending on the software you're using, you may see the image cropped when you first open it, even from RAW. However, if you go to the crop tool, as you can in Lightroom, you will then see the full image. The crop is just preset, as copied over from the camera. These crop ratios are specific to shooting still photos, but what about if you're shooting video? Well, video crop is set up completely differently. If we switch the camera into video mode, and then go into the menus, you won't find the crop ratio, but instead under resolution, you'll find all the different resolutions available along with their corresponding aspect ratio. I've already made a deep dive video on all the different shooting modes and their aspect ratios and potential crops that is up on my YouTube channel. So if you're interested in that, be sure to check that out.